Hey, this is Jesse Bourne. Welcome to the November update in the Puzzle Box office. So I'm going to show you guys all the cool things that got done this November, starting with the CNC. Okay, so first things first, this CNC just had a major upgrade made to it. We put a tool changer in, so now this is a little index of tools right here, and when the machine needs a tool, instead of us having to replace it, loosen up this nut, switch out a bit, use these wrenches to take the bit out, and then touch off manually on this pad so that the machine knows the height of the tool in the collet. Now, instead of all that, the machine just comes over here and picks up one of these tools, and the height doesn't change because the collet stays tight. The tool stays tight in there. And so what that means is that the machine can just remember what the height is, and it can go back and change tools and run the program without needing us to sit there and change the tools itself and touch them off every time. The spindle is also more powerful. So this is a 4.5 kilowatt spindle, and it used to have a 2.2. So the power is greatly increased too, but it does have its caveat because we have to now warm up the spindle. It's going to take us longer for it to ramp up. It actually takes like 40 seconds, believe it or not, to get up to speed and slow down to decelerate also. So it's still a great saving for us. Like, I don't really care too much. It's just that when you're doing, you know, it's a little more annoying when you're just setting stuff up for the first time and whatnot, but it's the price you pay for moving to a better system. So couldn't be more happy with it. And we will need to get air to here soon. I mean, I'm still using this little compressor, but I want to get a 60 gallon pretty soon. You probably saw it in the last tour video, but this shipping table has come a long way, and I'm really pleased with the way it works now, because it's just so simple. You come over here, you got all the cardboard boxes with my logo stamped on them. Put that together right here. Here's your tape, and there's packing material here. And you just grab, this is all different paper that we use for the boxes. This is a certificate. My sister makes these and she does a really good job. And then we have burlap sack that we wrap it in, and a couple other smaller pouches. We have this little seal. This is wax that we put on to seal the solution. And I made this cool little brass stamp on the CNC mill right over there. And that makes a really good seal. It's just really easy to have everything you need right here, and that's just super efficient to not have you need to walk around the shop to grab whatever you need to ship it. Once a box is done over in production, we bring it over here, and then it just goes right out in the mail. We don't need to bring it anywhere else or do anything else to it. So that's really nice. Really like this setup. Got the Rollo printer there for the labels. Sometimes we have to use this when we're shipping overseas and we need all the custom forms. Got a little paper slicer. It sounds funny, but when you kind of like run a business and it's just all these little things, all the little things that you normally wouldn't think about associated with the product that tend to be the things that really bug you. Just want to make a quick note about this. This is Lockline 2.5 inch. And it's super nice for picking up all the debris, the dust and debris off of this wire brushing wheel, because we distress the wenge on the boxes so that it looks weathered, and this picks up all the dust right here. And we also use it on the drill press with this attachment so that it comes right up close to here. And the only problem that I found with Lockline is that it's kind of expensive. It's pricey. It's like 45 bucks for this, which is a lot because I'd want it on just about every machine, because the dust in the air just isn't good for you know, shipping out our product. We don't want it on the dust. We don't want it on the camera stuff. We don't want it on all the tools to have to wipe them off every time we use them, or on, you know, some of this other stuff. So, you know, I'd really like to have Lockline on every machine, but it is a little pricey, so we'll see what happens. But we're really happy with that so far. So this is box number 12, and it's super close to being done. All the major hard work is finished with this. All the tricky stuff, it's working good. And then we have 13 down there. Yeah, I'm surprised that we're not farther along, but we did have to send the machine to get repaired. You know, some other things just didn't quite go the way I wanted them to. But anyways, box number 13 on the sea chest is gonna be out soon. And the really good news is that Everett's gonna come work full-time for me up until August of 2021. So that's gonna be great, because I found, you know, he worked with us a few days. Sporadically, I had him come in, you know, whenever he had the time. And I really got to feel that he'd be good at just doing some of the real basic, but the stuff that we really need to do a lot of, and he's just really good at it. He worked at Bosse's before, and he's good with production. He understands how things need to flow. He knows how to simplify the process and stuff. Really easy decision to have him come on. So that's going to be exciting, because we're going to be able to make a lot more boxes. Really excited for Everett coming on. He's going to be a great addition. Now I did get all but 2 of the Secretum Sista puzzle chests shipped. So that's great news, because and those other 2 are all, well, there's just one I have to work on a little bit more. But that's really great news, because now my time can transition right over to the sea chest full time. So happy to have that project done. And we got 10 sea chests shipped this month, which is about 2 a week, just because I could only work on them on Fridays, and Josh was coming here on Fridays. This December should be a big month for us, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys updated on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So keep watching those channels, and of course, at the end of the month, always look for the newsletter that comes out. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys again later in another episode. You all have a great day.